Hello my friends, this is Paul and welcome to A Common Touch of Fantasy. Today we have a review. Today's review is The Girl with All the Gifts by M.R. Carey. As you can see, I have a new recording device and we'll see how it goes. Before I start this review, I want to make something very clear. I'm going to be telling you what this story is about, what genre this story takes place in. If you would rather be completely blind going into this story, and that's okay, a lot of people have been, then this might not be the review for you. I can see the benefits of coming into this book completely blind, but honestly I wish somebody would have told me what this book was about before I read it. I gave this book a 4 out of 5, a 16 out of 25 possible score. I gave a 3 for plot, a 4 for characters, a 3 for world building and setting, a 3 for writing style, and a 3 for the heart and mind aspect. So, what is this story about? The Girl with All the Gifts is focused on a young, intelligent girl named Melanie. Melanie is being held as a prisoner in this underground compound. The only time that she is able to come out of her cell is in her wheelchair. Melanie's favorite teacher is Miss Justineau, along with the other 24 children, because Miss Justineau reads to them very imaginative stories, including Melanie's favorite Greek myths. The children have never been out of this underground facility and have no idea what their world actually is like. The only time that they leave their cell is to go to class and to go for this special shower. The special shower, each kid gets a chemical that covers their entire body that hides the smell of each other. And also they get a large portion of worms to eat. Because even though these kids act normal most of the time, displaying a highly cognitive function, they become single-minded killing creatures when they smell human beings that whet their appetite. Yes, this is a zombie story. Okay, why did I enjoy this book and why do I think you might like it? And The Girl with All the Gifts has an amazing cast of characters. Melanie is such an inquisitive little girl, but even she doesn't really know that she has the taste for human flesh. She has been trapped in this cell her entire life, which has been 10 years, and she knows nothing of the outside world. Melanie gets a chance to experience the entire world in all its glory, all at once, and that is one of the strengths of this book. And the thought process of her trying to figure these things out, while we figure out the world too, is one of the best parts of this story. Miss Justineau really cares deeply about Melanie, and she sees Melanie as nothing but like a little girl. Miss J, what Melanie calls her, should really not be close to Melanie at all, and she's actually getting in trouble because of how close she is to Melanie, because Melanie displays an intelligence, and Melanie really shows her love for Miss J, and Miss J just allows her walls to kind of come down some. Miss Justineau is running from a failing past, and she's not very proud of what she did in the past, and she's trying to make up for things now. Dr. Caldwell is a scientist attempting to find the answers to this hungry plague of zombies. The zombies are extremely fast, and once they get their ear scent, they will never stop. She performs experiments on the children that are different than all the other zombies. The children are the only ones that really act normal when they're not trying to eat someone. Caldwell brings a very refreshing side to this story. It's very scientific, and I really enjoyed her descriptive answers in scientific terms about the actual infection that the zombies have. Sergeant Park's job is to protect all these people at this underground facility. He is a tough man, but he expects a lot from his people. But he just wants what is best for everybody. And then there's a guy named Gallagher. Gallagher is a young soldier, and he's only 18, and he was born after the zombie outbreak. So he really knows nothing about the outside world, except for what he knows from working at the barracks. The novel really succeeds the most when these characters are interacting with each other. Together they share secrets, they have disappointments that they hide from each other, and they have pains that they keep hidden from each other. And all these things really resonated well with me. I really liked the interactions between all these people. Okay, so What did I not like about this book, and what you might not like about this book? I believe the zombie story medium is very oversaturated. I think it's become how vampires were a couple years ago. There are so many TV shows, movies, and video games that deal with zombies now. And honestly, I was disappointed to learn that this was a zombie book. I was hoping for a book kind of like Stephen King's Firestarter, a girl with an ability. But it's a zombie book. Even though it is a zombie book, and even though I enjoyed it, there's always a part of me throughout the entire book that wished it was something other than what it was. This novel had a tremendous first act because we were learning about this world. There's a lot of mysteries and questions about it, and the first act was great because you get to learn everything. And the final act was really exciting. I enjoyed it a lot. Very strong final act. But the middle act was rather weak. It floundered a little bit. And for me, that's because it was so similar to the other zombie mediums. The Walking Dead or the video game DayZ. Very similar to those. But I'm glad that the book did finish strongly and started very good. Melanie discovering the world as we discover it works really well. I really like that. But as soon as we learn what is going on in this world, the attention that we give her when she's discovering things is less so. It almost becomes a little annoying because she's talking about these extremely simple things in very detailed ways. And honestly, there's just too many of these once we find things are going on. And it's my main criticism for the writing, because it just seems rather easy to completely forget how something works and describe it in painstakingly detailed ways so that it seems more interesting than what it really is. It's like if I talked about the first time I ate pizza and I got into such detail about the sauce and the cheese and how great it tasted and how great it smelled. But in the end, all I'm doing is telling you about pizza. And that's kind of how I felt sometimes with Melanie. Okay, I gave this book a 4 because it was a lot of fun to read. I wanted to learn a lot about these individuals, and I wanted to see what happened to them. The ending was really strong, and I'm very happy how it turned out. I might be a little burned out with the whole zombie story because, I wanted a different book, something that was completely original, but it really isn't that original. I would have loved to have more time with Dr. Caldwell and her scientific research and less time with Melanie as the story progressed. But overall, it was a good book, 4 out of 5. Let me know if you read it. Please comment, subscribe, and like, and let me know if this is something that you want to read. I will talk to you guys soon. Bye.